Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Cinder's Dream. I am Ariel and I am here with another video about astrology. So this is going to be a video that's for beginners because I really want people who are interested in astrology to understand what I'm saying, okay? So this is going to be a video that's going to be easy to understand. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make sure that you get the information that you have been looking for, okay? So today we're going to be talking about the astrological houses, okay? And they range from 1 through 12, okay? So when you look at your birth chart, okay, or your natal chart, it's basically a snapshot of when you were born, okay? It shows the sun, the moon, the positions of the planets when you were born, okay? So that means you're special, okay? Everyone has something special and unique about them. So there is no need, there's no fear that you need to have about you not being special or something's wrong with you or anything like that, okay? So if you are someone who deals with low self-esteem, if you're someone who deals with lack of self-worth and whatnot, studying astrology will be something that is perfect for you, okay? Because once you know who you are and where you come from and why you are here, it's something that just lights up inside of you, okay? In my previous videos, I wrote down, about the masculine and the feminine and, how the mother chooses the beings and stuff that come into this realm, and not everybody makes it. So, with you just being here, you are special. I just want to let you know you are special, just like Barney says, okay? Because you are special, special. Everyone is special. Everyone is special in his in her own way, okay? So don't fret, I'm gonna break everything down. So like I was saying, um, your natal chart just breaks down, your exact time, the location, and this how the sun and the moon and the planets were positioned when you were born, okay? So everybody has difference. That's why everybody's born in different sun signs and everybody has different moon sign. So no one has the same exact birth chart. Everyone has something different, okay? From the date, the time, the second, the minute, the hour, okay? So you are incredible, okay? Whether you know it or not, all right? So I'm gonna break down, like I said, looking at your birth chart. I'm probably gonna have a picture so you guys can understand what an actual house is in astrology, and pull up your birth chart, and that way you'll see the different planets, okay, the signs, okay, and the degrees. There's so many different terminology that I'm gonna break down in other videos, but this time we're just gonna focus on the actual houses, okay? So houses 1 through 12, okay? And I'm also going to include numerology so you guys can understand it a whole lot better. So the first house, which is house number 1, represents your self-identity, okay? Who you are, how do you appear to the world, your ego, and all that good stuff, okay? So check to see what kind of planets you have in that house. If you don't have any, don't fret, okay? You can check to see what sign it is in, okay? So the first house is ruled by Aries, okay? Each of the houses is ruled by a certain sign. And just because it's ruled by a certain sign and yours is different from the sign that it is ruling, okay? So let's say your first house has Pisces, okay, but it's ruled by Aries, does not mean that you should negate the Aries energy, okay? It still has Aries energy in it, even though you have actual Pisces, okay? So the ruling house for the first house is Aries because Aries is the first zodiac sign, okay? It is the most childlike, the most immature. It's not immature in a bad way, but like oh, y'all seen that orb? Okay. Hey friends. So the first house, all right, is Aries. Is ruled by the energy of Aries, okay? So the second house is ruled by Taurus, okay? Taurus is all about communications, it's all about values, beliefs, okay? What do you believe in, okay? What do you value, okay? It also rules monies, okay? Possessions, all right? That's the second house, all right? So again, you have your first house, which is the identity. The second house is your values and possessions, okay? Now, the third house is ruled by Gemini. Okay, and Gemini is all about communication. It's an air sign, okay? So it's all about speaking and communicating. So think about who were you who was your first good friends, okay? Usually if you have siblings, your siblings are your friends growing up, okay? Whether they get on your nerves or not, they are the ones who you communicate with and you share your secrets with, you share common things with. So the third house is ruled by again, Gemini, which rules communication, siblings. If you did not have siblings, your neighbors were your friend, or people in your community were your friends, okay? So the third house is ruled by Gemini, all right? Now, the fourth house is ruled by Cancer, okay? Cancer energy is all about that nurturing, the mother, your roots, your ancestry roots, okay? That's what the fourth house is ruled by, okay? Now we're going to move on to the fifth house. The fifth house is all about Leo, that heart, the romance, children, okay? All that is ruled by the fifth house, okay? Now we're gonna move on to the sixth house. The sixth house is all about Virgo, okay? Virgo rules the sixth house. Virgo is all about, health consciousness, all about routine, scheduling, okay? It's all about, your intestines and all that other stuff. So with Virgo, it even rules small pets, all right? So moving on to the seventh house. The seventh house is all about Libra. And then Libra is all about balance. So the seventh house is all about partnerships, marriages, certain contracts that you get into, okay? And Libra is all about that balance. You have to have balance if you're in a relationship, if you're in marriages, if you're in a partnership. Balance is something that's very, very important, okay? Now we're going to move on to the eighth house. The eighth house is all about Scorpio, okay? Scorpio is all about that death, rebirth. It's starting to dip deep into the darker waters. And it's also about inheritance, okay? So if you have a lot of planets and stuff in the eighth house, if you have a death in the family, maybe somebody might leave you some kind of money or inheritance, okay? Moving on to the ninth house. The ninth house is all about Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about that higher learning. It's also about foreign travel. Sagittarius is the energy that likes to move a lot. It's kind of flighty. It likes to explore, okay? It's very adventurous, all right? So if you have like a lot of planets and stuff in your ninth house, you probably are into foreign exchange. You might have some friends that are from overseas, or you may connect with them a lot better, all right? Now moving on to the 10th house. The 10th house is up high, okay? It's also called or referred to the mid heavens, okay? Or the mid haven. And that is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is all about like it's a business mindset. It's also about career, your reputation and stuff like that. So Capricorn is very, very important, all right? Dealing with your career. And moving on to Aquarius. Rules the 11th house. That's all about, social media. If you have like a lot of planets in your 11th house, it's all about coming together with people online. Anything that has to do with anything online and dealing with social media and stuff like that, that rules Aquarius. Aquarius is also like a forward motion sign. It's all about looking into the future. So technology that's forward moving, making the world and our communities a better place as far as looking into the future, all right? So if you have a lot of planets in that house, it will be good for you to, connect with people that's like more forward moving, always thinking about the future, and stuff like that. So next we get to the 12th house. The 12th house is all about Pisces, okay? Pisces is also those darker waters. Pisces is very intuitive. Pisces carries the energy from all of the other signs. Pisces is one of the oldest signs that there is, and it just carries, the energies and the experiences from all the other signs, and it's like globbed and put together in one. So if you have a lot of planets in your 12th house, so you might be very intuitive, very psychic. You might be into the occult. You might be into hearing spirits, seeing spirits, and all that other stuff, the clairvoyance and clairaudience, clairsentience, all that spiritual avenue. And some people might try to box them in, might, think they're crazy or they're seeing things. A lot of people who are diagnosed with, schizophrenia and stuff like that, they have 12th house placements. And, it's a placement that a lot of people just don't understand. And a lot of people like to misdiagnose, people who have a lot of planets and a lot of energies of Pisces in the 12th house. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. I hope you guys, understand and understand just a little bit of what makes you you, okay? So you don't need to fret, you don't need to worry about, wanting something that somebody else has, because you have all of these signs inside of you. Don't just think that, oh, I was born in Cancer season, or, Pisces season, or Capricorn season, that's just you. It's more to you if you look at your actual birth chart, because a lot of people, they might be into their sun sign, and that's not an energy that you really resonate with. And you have to tap in and, like I said, look at your whole entire picture, your whole entire body. Um, with each of these zodiac signs, each of these houses, there's a part of the body that it rules. So if you have a lot of planets, let's say in your 12th house, you may have issues like with your feet. You may have feet problem, or, you may need to pay attention to where you're walking. Even spiritually, you may need to pay attention to your spiritual walk. For example, if you have first a lot of energies in your first house, which again is Aries, you may have issues even growing up as a teenager. You're dealing with a lot of pimples and blemishes, and you may even have cavities or something like that, or something dealing with your head. You may get a lot of migraines and stuff like that. Moving on to Cancer, let's say, you have issues with your breast, breast pain and stuff like that, or breast cancer may run in your family. So like I said, each of these signs and energies, they are very important to know. And studying astrology just helps you to get to know yourself a little better and love yourself a little bit better, okay? So that's what I wanted to share with you all.